please, allow me to tell you the story of a little Timmy on Halloween morning. As any other 10-year-old would, he throws his uniform on and heads to grade school. Especially excited today because he gets to start the day in the computer lab. And what else would a child do in the lab than open CoolMathGames.com? And well... I guess I should rewind for a second. So it actually all begins on October 23rd, 2023, and the CoolMathGames Instagram account decides to upload something a little bit eerie. The CoolMathGames account has never seen something like this. A video of an intern who finds a file that describes this project, a game that was never meant to be discovered, and although this wasn't really anything to go forward with, it had everybody in the comments and in the community questioning.
CoolMathGames ARG?
Help!
What
does
CoolMath
this
ARG
mean?
is
Scared
crazy.
CoolMathGames.
The CoolMath lore is finally being revealed.
Unlike day 1, day 2 found a lot more clues to be discovered, some of which read the following.
Hey, I found this strange file on the old desk next to mine. Do we know what it's about?
How did you find this? I thought we got rid of everything from that project.
Ah, gotcha. What was the project?
Can't talk on Discord. Let's talk over lunch tomorrow.
Not only was this released, but later in the day, users would find secret messages within the source code of the website, reading, "Let me out, I can't see, and help me." After this discovery, the account would post this text conversation, an email conversation saying that the game would have a mind of its own. And so the ARG continues on the website with the hole, which, after being clicked on, shows a message shrouded in binary code. But not only that, within the URL of the website itself hid what looked to be a Caesar cipher, as well as Morse code hidden in the source code of the website itself, which all translated into the following.
Hello, can you hear me? I'm looking for someone. I hear strange noises. Please help me. I'm here. I'm lost.
All these messages, although incredibly creepy and eerie, still hadn't led users anywhere, forcing them to wait till tomorrow, and the trail had been left cold. And on the dawn of the 4th day, the project had been released to the public. A game on the website had appeared titled 20xx_@3!1#3@, which, upon opening, showed the following. Okay, I'm back. Let's, wait a second, where is everyone? Did they just leave without me? I was only gone for a minute. I guess I better catch up to them. Where could they have gone? Now, if it wasn't clear from the opening dialogue, the game follows the story of a child who, after falling unconscious, had all of his friends around him abandon him within the forest. And for the rest of the game, you have to assumedly escape the forest that you were abandoned in. Other than that, there wasn't much context given to the player until you decide to finally venture forth. So, when players played this project, users found that it was littered with these password screens, but they were given 5 chances, so it was kind of clear that the users could just brute force their way through each of these password screens, which, after they solved them, rewarded them with balloons, both in red variants, as well as in these weird, glitchy black varianted balloons. After venturing forward into the woods, the player talks about feeling as if they were being watched, and encounters some items all around, including some pop balloons on the floor. And, after reading the dialogue and going further in, it seems as if somebody was in the woods with them. They left areas trashed, and maybe are even the people that are leaving the balloons behind. There wasn't really any way to know for sure. But it was a bit strange since interacting with any items at all left you with these password gates, which would reward you with balloons after. But after going to the next room, the player finds a light, which they proclaim to be the group ahead, as well as a hat that resembles one of their own, but it couldn't really be anyone else's, but you're not really given any details about it after. So anyways, going further, you find evidence of these secret hideouts in the woods, but of course, they're all password gated, and solving the codes only showed balloons in return. But the balloons, they started to have some sort of attraction towards the player, saying stuff like,
At least we're together.
Anyways, after some time, we finally figure out that you can unlock more lore by collecting all of the balloons. And by doing so, you're finally granted with a final screen that looks something like this. Which path should I take? And you are shown one dark path, and you're shown one light path. And in case you were curious what happens if you went here without collecting all the balloons, then... Sorry about that. Anyways, by picking one of the paths, you're greeted with one of two endings. The dark path shows this monster, which after being handed all of the black balloons, floats up into the sky along with yourself. After which, the monster proclaims that there is quote-unquote no more fear and to join him until it fades into darkness. On the other hand, going to the light path shows this ending, where you fly up into the sky in an attempt to try and maybe look for your friends, but afterwards you're left with this dialogue, which says, I tried to search for them. I was afraid of a monster following me. Yet, there was something I never found. It's not just myself here. There is another who hasn't found an escape. Perhaps I need to trek back into the darkness. Find me? And so, with the end of Halloween, comes the end of a story. Project 20XX had been completely wiped from the CoolMathGames website, and all evidence of an ARG ever happening had vanished as well, including the hole. It's gone. However, trying to access Project 20XX via a link led to this, a URL that read burn after reading, which isn't similar to the normal page not found URL. And yes, even the CoolMathGames Instagram account had wiped away all evidence of any type of ARG, scavenger hunt, or any horror game ever being released. So, what? Was this all for nothing? Was it all just one big marketing scheme? Or maybe it was some intern's horrifying take on CoolMathGames' Hangman game. I guess we'll have to wait till next year. Thank you so much for watching. I mean, if you got this far into the video, you might as well subscribe, right? Also, join the Discord. They're desperate in there.